Hi is back again on the Young Lovers channel. Today, we're going to talk about the most touching moment you've probably never seen before. Soo Kai was devastated when Tan Songyun finally revealed the truth that had been kept close to his heart. In an exclusive behind-the-scenes interview of When Love Waits, Tan Songyun opened up in the most honest and emotional way, leaving Soo Kai unable to hold back his tears. "I thought I wouldn't make it." That simple sentence alone was enough to change the atmosphere. Tan Songyun, who has always been known as a strong and passionate person, has deep doubts and fears. She revealed how her struggles in the entertainment industry were not as easy as people make them out to be. There were moments where she almost gave up, where she felt all her efforts were in vain. Soo Kai, who was sitting next to her, was seen sobbing even more at the confession. The two do have amazing chemistry, both on screen and in real life. But behind all their joy and laughter, there is a story of struggle that is rarely seen. When Love Waits is not just another romantic drama. The story is all the more special because behind it, there is a real emotional journey from the cast. Tan Songyun talks about how he had to fight against pressure, expectations, and uncertainty. She even thought that her career would never reach the point it is now. Soo Kai, who has been known as a strong actor, was deeply touched by Tan Songyun's confession. His tears fell uncontrollably, and he confessed that he never thought that behind Tan Songyun's smile, there were so many wounds and struggles. This moment is proof that their on-screen chemistry is not forced. The two have a deep bond, understand each other, and support each other. When Tan Songyun talks about his fears, Soo Kai doesn't just listen, he actually feels them. For fans, this scene might be one of the most memorable. We often see celebrities in the glittering spotlight, but rarely do they open up about their most vulnerable sides. Tan Songyun and Soo Kai do exactly the opposite. They show that behind success, there are unseen tears, doubts, and struggles. When Love Waits itself is actually a story about patience, about waiting, and about how love can be the strength to endure. But as it turns out, the story behind the scenes is no less moving. Not only did Tan Songyun and Soo Kai bring out the characters perfectly, but they also went through the filming process with all the real emotions. Tan Songyun's confession is also a reminder to all of us that success never comes instantly. Behind every smile we see on screen, there are struggles that not everyone knows about. And when she finally revealed everything, Soo Kai, who has always been known as a strong person, was the most moved. For those who haven't watched this interview, you really should. It's not just another talk, but a moment where two people who appreciate each other open their hearts without filters. You will see a side of Tan Songyun and Soo Kai that you may not have seen before. And for those who have watched, you will agree that this is one of the most honest and emotional moments these two stars have ever shown. Their chemistry is not only seen in their acting, but also in the way they support and understand each other. At this point, many of you might be wondering what exactly made Tan Songyun finally open up? What made Soo Kai so moved? Well, the answer lies in their journey together during the making of When Love Waits. Filming this drama wasn't just about memorizing lines or creating chemistry on camera. For Tan Songyun and Soo Kai, this project became a kind of turning point in their lives. Not only did they play two people in love, but they also learned a lot about resilience, patience, and the true meaning of struggle. Tan Songyun shared that there was one moment where she really wanted to give up. She felt that no matter how hard she tried, the results would never be good enough. But it was precisely at that moment that Soo Kai gave him unconditional support. Soo Kai himself confessed that he had always admired Tan Songyun's perseverance. For him, hearing that the person he admired had also doubted himself was something very touching. That's why he couldn't hold back his tears, because he knew how much struggle Tan Songyun had gone through. This moment also reminds us that behind the scenes, these stars are ordinary people with all their weaknesses and fears. They are not just characters we see in dramas, but also individuals struggling with their own dreams and doubts. And perhaps that's what makes When Love Waits so special. Not only does it tell a beautiful love story, but it also mirrors the real-life journey of its cast. When we watch it, we are not only immersed in the story, but also feel the genuine emotions of Tan Songyun and Soo Kai. Unexpectedly, Tan Songyun's confession became the opening moment for Soo Kai to tell his own story. With a trembling voice, the handsome actor revealed that he too had experienced the same phase of doubt. "I thought people only saw my appearance, but never took my acting seriously," he said with a rare look of sadness on his face. Tan Songyun immediately held her hand, creating a warm moment that brought tears to the crew's eyes. Their closeness was apparently built from understanding each other as fellow workers in this harsh industry. Tan Songyun shared how they often discuss late into the night about their characters, about life, and about fears that they never express in public. "Sometimes we just need someone who really understands," she says, smiling gently at Soo Kai, who nods meaningfully. Interestingly, this emotional moment happened during the filming of a comedy scene. The crew revealed that the day before this interview, they burst out laughing when they had to redo a silly scene over and over again. "That's the beauty of our relationship," Soo Kai said. "We can cry together, but we can also laugh together until our stomachs hurt." It's this contrast that makes their chemistry feel so natural and heartfelt. Fans were surprised by the depth of the relationship between the two stars. Many thought their chemistry was limited to acting, but it turns out there is a very strong bond of friendship behind the scenes. A crew member even divulged that after the shoot was over, Soo Kai and Tan Songyun still often spent time together to discuss new projects. Finally, this interview is not just a drama promotion, but a true story of friendship and personal growth. Both Tan Songyun and Soo Kai agree that When Love Waits has changed them as individuals. We're not only portraying characters, but also learning from these characters' journeys. Tan Songyun concluded with teary eyes, while Soo Kai hugged his shoulder proudly. A perfect moment that proves that sometimes, behind-the-scenes stories can be more memorable than what we see on screen. So, if you're curious about the full moment, don't forget to watch their exclusive interview. And for those who have watched, share in the comments how you felt when you watched this emotional scene. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our latest content. See you in the next video, young lovers!